Hi, this is Joseph. In this video, I want to walk you through the step-by-step process of purchasing your Lark Funding or Lark Funded account. So I'm going to show you exactly what you might need because there are some options that you may not need at all. So that's kind of important to know because these could add extra charges to your original purchase. So this is Lark Funding, the website. This is the company that I recommend. And in case this is the first time you've watched one of these videos about Lark Funding, I'll briefly explain why I like them. Number one, they have just a one-stage evaluation. It's just a 10% target. That's it. As soon as you hit the 10% target, you pass the evaluation, and then they give you a live funded account. They have a 75-25% payout, so you will receive 75% of the profits after you have passed the funded challenge, the funded evaluation, and then you've earned that funded account. And you've got to trade it for at least 30 days approximately. So if you're using my Trade Copier service, let's say you buy the 4-month plan. The 4-month plan is perfect because you'll be able to use my trades, copy my trades during the evaluation process with this company, get your funded account. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, how long does it take you to pass that evaluation process, the challenge, to hit the 10% target? It could be 30 days, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 45 days. Like every month is a little bit different. However, we're past the summer months and we're getting a lot more opportunities to trade. Markets are moving. They're covering greater distances than they typically do when we see extended periods of consolidation during the summer months or holidays. So I expect September, October, November, December to be great months. We're going to make a lot of money during those months. So it's difficult for me to really say exactly how many days until we hit the 10% target. But I tell most people just think anywhere between 30 days and 40 days. That's probably a pretty good, as long as the market's providing the right opportunities. Now, even if it takes a little bit longer than 40 days, again, the reason I like this company is they don't have a time limit. Some of the other funding companies out there have a time limit. They'll tell you that you have to hit your 10% target in 30 days, and nobody wants to do that. That's not a good idea. I really don't recommend that. I recommend, give yourself some breathing room, even if you are copying my trades. Yes, I've been doing this for a long time, but even I look at it as every day is a different opportunity, and I have no idea what's going to happen day to day, so I just take each trade by trade, and I execute when I see the signal. That's the only way to be able to provide consistent profits, and that's what you want. You want to buy one of these funded accounts because it's a pretty big investment if you think about it. We'll scroll down here to the pricing. So this price, I mean, if you go after a 500K, even a 250K account, that's $1,750. That's substantial. And then you're going to be buying my Trade Copier service in addition to that. So you're putting out a lot of cash and you want it to work. You want to be able to have one of these accounts generate consistent profits for you every single month. And that's what you can do with my Trade Copier. Again, if you're not consistently profitable, that's okay. You do not have to execute any trades if you're going to use my Trade Copier. This company, Lark Funding, will let you use the Trade Copier on your funded account to copy my trades. And then after you pass the 10% evaluation, they'll give you a live funded account, and then we'll switch the demo account, because when you go through the evaluation, they give you a demo account. Once you hit the 10% target and you get your live funded account, we'll switch it for you. We'll delete the demo account from the Trade Copier, and then we'll add your live funded account with real money in it to the Trade Copier. Just takes 5 minutes, and then you're off and running. And you let that run for another 30 days, and then you'll be getting your cash payout. So whatever the profits are, it could be 5%, it could be 7%, it could be 10%, it could be 15% that I earn in a single month, sometimes even more than that. And again, it really all depends on the market activity. And I'm trading a funded account from Lark as well at the same time. So all the trades that you're going to get from copying my trades are the same trades I'm executing in my Lark Funding account. So I'm following all of the rules. I know exactly what to do here, and I don't exceed them. I'm not trying to blow up my trading account. I'm trying to earn a profit from all of my trading accounts every single month. So that's exactly what you're going to get, exactly what I do. The Trade Copier duplicates everything I'm doing. So let's go ahead and, just for the sake of this example here, you could purchase the 500K account. That's okay. There's no minimum or maximum here. You purchase whatever you're comfortable with. A lot of people ask me, which one do you think I should start with? And I'll tell them the one that you're comfortable with. Like, don't put yourself out. Don't worry about it. Some people will start off with the $50,000 account and pay $400. You have to pay $400 to Lark Funding to get access to this account, but you only pay it one time. And then you buy my Trade Copier service. You can go to my website, buy the 4-month plan or the 8-month plan, whichever one you're comfortable with. The minimum is 4 months, and 4 months is sufficient to get you through the evaluation process and then trading your live funded account, and then you'll get your payout. And then you request your payout in the dashboard. Lark Funding will give you a link for the dashboard, and you can see all of the profit and loss, all of the the trades, a detailed breakdown, and then at the end of the month you see exactly what your profit is, and then you request the profit, and then it goes straight into your bank. This is an amazing opportunity. These funding companies, like I can't believe that traders have access to this. This has really changed the landscape for a lot of people. It really is life-changing for a lot of people. Now, you can buy and start off with the $50,000 account, and then when you start getting your live cash payouts, you can then buy the next size higher, or you can go straight to the 500K when you have seen that I'm legit and I'm actually earning you consistent profits. Whatever you're comfortable with. I don't, put any pressure on anybody. I understand exactly where you're coming from. I've been there. I started off trading in 2000, and I, bought all the chat rooms and the signal services and the trading courses, all of that didn't work. The same thing happened to me, and I had to go off on my own and learn how to trade, and it's been a 22-year journey for me. So I understand exactly how you might feel. So whatever you're comfortable with, purchase it. Let's just say, for example, you decide to purchase the $50,000 account. Now that's going to cost $400. The $500,000 account is $3,500. Now I recommend that you select the MT4 option. The MT4 option. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that and show you what you're going to see. So on the next page, they're going to give you some options. And this is the $50,000 account, MT4. That's what you want to use for the trade copier. Now here is where you get some additional options right here. I never hold trades through the weekend. You can do that for an additional 10% if you want that option. But if you're not going to be trading this account and you're just going to be copying my trades and you want me to trade the account for you, basically, then don't even bother getting this. This is just an extra fee that you'll never end up using. So again, you don't need the over weekend holding positions, that kind of thing. You don't need to do that. Double leverage. This is an interesting one. I know a lot of people look at it and they think right away that it's going to be a lot better. But when you think about it, most of the people that I see that try to get double leverage end up not really using that much leverage. They'll look at the lot sizing, because you do control the lot size. You will be responsible for controlling the lot size inside of the trade copier. You can control that. So you can increase it, you can decrease it, whatever it is that you're comfortable with. You have complete control of the trade copier. You can turn it off, you can change the lot size, whatever you want. So most people will take a look at it and they'll figure out whatever lot size they have to execute, and that's what the trade copier will do. Whatever it is that you specify as far as the lot size. Doesn't matter what size lot that I use. The trade copier will do exactly what you set up inside of the trade copier. And the trade copier, again, by the way, only takes like 5 minutes. But if you need any assistance with it, if you need any help connecting your Lark Funded account to my trade copier, we can help you do that. It takes like 5 minutes. We'll do it for you. It's really, really easy. But anyway, you don't really need double the leverage. That's just an extra 25% charge that they're trying to add to the, to upsell on each one of these accounts. And I don't recommend that you need it. You can always come back in and you can buy it later if you think you do. But I would recommend just starting off with all of the basics. We've been able to pass the funded challenges with all of the basics. I don't have to increase any of these or take any of these additional options. Now, the stop loss requirement, I always enter in a stop loss. With every single trade, I enter in a stop loss. And I've shown that in some of my videos. So you know how you can click in the MT4 platform, the buy and sell, right? And then it'll bring the pop-up box, and that's where I specify the stop loss. I always know where my stop loss is before I get into a trade, and I enter that in before I click the buy or the sell. Now, I will manually close the trade at the target, or occasionally I will go back in after the trade's open and then I'll add the take profit target. But I always enter in the stop loss. I never execute a trade without a stop loss. There is always a stop loss. So you don't have to worry about this. You don't have to check this box so that you can avoid stop losses. I know a lot of people, years ago I used to enter in my trade and I did not put in a stop loss. I would put in the stop loss after I got into the trade. I would just click the buy or sell. But I haven't done that in many, many, many years. It's just a part of my policy, part of my trading plan. I changed that a long time ago, and I always add in the stop loss. So it's always there, just in case. You never know. I mean, remember the fat finger crash in 2010 and all these other crazy little things that we see happen. You never know. So I remember even the Swiss National Bank, when they did that back in 2014, I think it was, that was a big meltdown. I wasn't in the trade at that time. I was already in and out of my trades before that happened, so I didn't get stuck on the wrong side of that trade. But even FXCM got stuck on the wrong side of those trades. But that's a story for another time. I've been around for a long time. I've seen a lot of things. So you don't need any of these options right here. You'll do just fine just getting straight up, you know, the account that you decide to purchase, and then click add to cart, and then you can go to the next page and enter in all your credit card details. But I just wanted to remind you, you don't need any of these upgrades. You really, really don't. And you're going to do just fine. You'll be able to hit the evaluation targets within the specified time. Well, actually, there isn't. But what I mean by that is, you know, 30, 40, 45 days, whatever it is. Again, there is no deadline for this. It really depends on the market. So I get some people that will say, hey, it's already been 3 weeks. When are you going to hit the 10% target? Sometimes it's just like the very next day shortly after that. Other times people will take a look at other videos on YouTube and they see that people are passing in 1 or 2 trades or 1 or 2 weeks. And I've done that too. When the markets provide the opportunity, I can get into a trade where it just takes off. But that doesn't happen every day. So please don't approach it like that. I really want you to make as much money as you possibly can from these accounts. This is a life-changing opportunity for all of us. And if we do the right thing, if we have the right approach, if we're not, erratic with our behavior, and we're not bombarding these companies with all of these, unrealistic expectations and demands, we're all going to make a lot of money consistently. You know, if you grow your account and you decide to go to maybe the $500,000 account, it is very, very possible that just by simply copying my trades, you could be making $10, $15, $20, $25,000 or more a month from these trading accounts. It depends on what size trading account you have, of course. You know, you're not going to make, $25,000 a month on a, $50,000 trading account right away. It could happen, but it's not likely. Have realistic expectations. This is growth. This is something that could replace your current source of income, or it could fund a retirement. It could be really life-changing, and you can grow these accounts. And there are other funding companies out there that will let you use a trade copier and copy my trades. So what I'm doing, and this is something that I've said in many of my other videos, I'm acquiring as many or the maximum that these funding companies will let me. I'm purchasing them and then linking them to my trade copier, and then I execute one trade. Yet the trade will fill an order in all of these different accounts that I have. So I'm growing my monthly income as a result of doing that. And you can do the same thing. You can do exactly what I'm doing. You can continue to copy my trades for as long as you want. If you buy the 4-month plan, every 4 months, you just pay the same price. It's just, we give you a special link and you just sign up again if you want to continue for another 4 months. We don't automatically bill anybody. All you have to do is decide which funded company you want to use. I recommend Lark Funding, again, because they don't have a deadline or a time limit. It's just a one-step evaluation, and they let you use a trade copier. And the other thing that I've said many, many times is make sure that if you don't use Lark Funding, make sure that whatever funding company you use allows the use of the trade copier to copy my trades, number one. And number two, that they use the 8-cap broker, the 8-cap MT4 account. That's what you want. You don't want to be using another broker that isn't 8-cap, because I'm using 8-cap on all of these. So it's the best way to get the same fill, the same spread, and everything is tight, and you won't have to worry about discrepancies in the profits that are earned. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, about, my trade copier or the funded accounts, send me emails. Like, go to my website and send me an email, or if you want to schedule a time, send me an email, and perhaps we can even talk on the phone. And if you're outside of the United States, we could schedule a Zoom call. If you just want to talk for like 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I can help you set all of this up if you want. I do trade during the morning, so I'm in California, and I stop trading usually around 11 o'clock California time, which is about 2 o'clock Eastern time, New York time. But anytime after that, I'm usually free, and then I do some coaching in the evening. So I can always schedule an appointment. If you're really serious about doing this, and you just have one question, or something's bugging you, you just want to ask a question and hear my voice just to make sure that it's legit. Send me an email and we can schedule a call, or send me your questions and I'll answer all of your questions.